What? Oh, you think this is rude? Selfish? If I was walking back to big school and I did the same thing when HM Shahadan and Mr. Azmi weren't watching, you wouldn't say a word. You wouldn't make a sound. Let's rewind. When I did that, whose reaction did you look at first? The headmaster? Prof? Typical. You would only think it was a bad act when they're around. From here on out, we want to change this corrupted mentality. Before I proceed with my speech, I would like to bid a very warm welcome to Yang Dipertua PIBG, Professor Datuk Dr. Jafri Malian bin Abdullah, Naib Yang Dipertua PIBG, Mr. Hamdi bin Abdullah, our beloved Principal, Headmaster Encik Muhammad Shahadan bin Abdul Rahman, Vice Principal of Student Affairs, Mr. Azmi bin Jimat, and my fellow comrades. I still remember my 12th birthday party. It was the best, to say the least. It was held at home, and I invited all my friends and all my relatives, even my neighbors that I barely knew. I had the time of my life. I was smiling from ear to ear. But little did I know that the worst was yet to come. Imagine a beautiful, clean living room, a clean kitchen, a clear green front yard. And now imagine it thrashed by party people. Now imagine there were cups everywhere, plates left everywhere on the floor, the remnants of cake far and wide. It was a disastrous sight. My favorite day of the year turned into a complete mess. The reality is that this happens every day, in any occasion, be it a brunch with your mates or a high school party. It came to my attention that people have a mindset that there are people who will pick up after you. That I would clean up after my own birthday party. It is a terrible perspective, for not only does it harm the environment, but it also makes it a burden to other people. Something that I learned living in college is that if you do God wrong, you can ask for forgiveness from God, and God will forgive. But if you do other people wrong, your forgiveness lies in their grasp, not with God. But sadly, a lot of us out there are thick-skulled and cannot get this message through to us. Pity, such a waste of good potential. There are a lot of problems faced here in college. The mentality that other people will pick up after us has had a negative effect on the conditions of our beloved alma mater. The trash left behind by visitors of our school accumulates to such a terrible state that not even the cleaners can completely rid the pieces of trash everywhere. It comes to the point that people still try to shove that pizza box down the trash can even though it is filled over the brim. That's only one example out of many. The lack of care towards our surroundings makes us unaware of what kind of place we live in. This also makes cleanliness unlikely amongst collegians, as the garbage from visitors are simply too much to handle. This brings us to our campaign, Zero Waste 2020. Our objective is to embed the spirit of responsibility towards the mess we leave behind. If everybody cleans up after themselves, we can have a more conducive environment to live in here in college. Another objective is to adapt cleanliness in our daily lives. Cleanliness is not an act, it's a habit. This is what we believe in. Maintaining a prestigious college such as ours is a responsibility not only burdened by the students, but also members of faculty, parents, and other visitors who utilize the facilities here. It is about time we take a stand and do something for our college. It may not seem like much, but sometimes the smallest step in the right direction end up being the biggest step of our lives. To achieve these objectives, we've come up with 3 general solutions. The main one, proposed to tackle the issues, is visitors taking the trash they bring in back out. This is simply because it is not our mess to begin with. No more will we clean up after others. All of us need to play our own part in order to maintain the cleanliness of the college. The next solution is to have various activities that would raise awareness about cleanliness. This will be explained later on. The last but not least is to provide all parties with the right equipment and needs in order to maintain cleanliness. It becomes a common excuse when it comes to cleanliness in particular. They simply don't have the right tools to help. Through this solution, we can overcome such boundaries. We need support from all of you to help make our dream a reality. There will be many activities that will be conducted which are centered around the objectives of the campaign. They will be targeted to engage with all parties who will take part in our mission. These activities will be updated in our weekly flyers to keep you up to date with the latest events. To add a little bit of competition, these activities will benefit your sports house, as each competition and activity has specific house marks and values to help your house. So sign up, you won't regret it. Side note, if you fail to compete, house marks will be deducted. There will also be an additional system where parents and visitors can play their part. Garbage disposal bags will be provided by the school that can be used to take the trash out of college and be disposed properly. An additional color-coded ribbon will also be given with the bags. These ribbons indicate your respective houses, and every bag purchased by visitors adds points. Remind your parents to play their role and serve our houses. For the short amount of time we were given to plan out this campaign, we've learned a lot, discovering the painful truths of reality. There's nothing else we could do but change. It is tough, but not impossible. I hope that I gave a clear message to all of you and have sparked a bit of hope deep down. Believe that some things are meant to be. More often than not, they will come true. We hope that everybody could play their part in supporting our cause and help make our college a better place. And remember, I need you. Is this thing on? Waste management has always been a big problem in the Malay College Borough Council. We need to act now to tackle the situation.
So, based on the recent research by our students, waste management in our school has been worsening from time to time. Most of the trash accumulated are not just from the students themselves, but also visitors and parents.
So our current situation is that the waste products collected in the school compound are overflowing, and we are trying to find a solution. For the past few years, we have tried to implement ways that might help to combat the waste management problem, but none have seemed to work out.
So we had to brainstorm other ideas of how to tackle this problem. It was quite tough to find a solution that could not only educate the students, but also our parents. Luckily, our students have found a way, a good one, on uncovering the overflowing trash in the school.
So, what did you come up with?
The Malay College Zero Waste Campaign. A 3-week campaign that will be participated by all students, parents, and visitors of the school. Our main goal is simple: decrease the wastage and keep the school clean at all times. A bunch of activities will be conducted during these coming 3 weeks. First of all, an essay writing competition will be held to expose collegians on the campaign's objectives, aim, and mission. Also, a quiz show will be conducted for the students to further their knowledge and gaining awareness about pollution. Not only that, lots of other fun things will be planned for teachers, visitors, and students alike. So stay tuned and support the movement.
Any last words? We need to change.
I want you.
I want you.
I want you.
I want you to be part of the movement.